Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the GC Informer. I'm your host for today, Mark, also known as Koistorch. This is a bit of a special news video, as due to a few changes in my work life, I most likely won't be returning for the weekly news as often as I did in the past. I might come back here or there, but I will still be working on reviews and the odd podcast. Anyway, let's get into today's topics. First up, we finally have a trailer for GT Goku for Dragon Ball FighterZ, and while it is short, it does confirm a lot about the character, especially his special meteor combo involving a Super Saiyan 4 transformation. The big announcement out of the trailer is that GT Goku will launch on May 9th by himself. Previously, all DLC characters have been released in pairs. GT Goku marks the first standalone character, leaving even more speculation as to who the next DLC fighter is. There have always been numerous theories about who will be coming this season, but it really seems like anyone is fair game. That being said, I don't imagine we'll see any more Gokus this season, as an Ultra Instinct Goku, while cool, would probably be a bit unwelcome in a season that already has Gogeta and GT Goku. Next up, Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney has made a rather large statement over Twitter. This regards the recent Epic Games Store versus Steam debate and snatching exclusives from the last few months. Basically, Mr. Sweeney said that Steam's dominance over other platforms is a problem because of the revenue sharing strategy they employ, stating that if Steam committed to a permanent 88% revenue share for all developers and publishers without major strings attached, Epic would hastily organise a retreat from exclusives, and consider putting our own games on Steam. That's a pretty daring statement, as if he's 100% serious, he's basically saying they'll back off of whatever they've been doing with exclusivity if Steam copy a similar revenue sharing policy as Epic does. It seems unlikely Steam will call Mr. Sweeney's bluff on the 88% offer. Epic's revenue split is good for developers, but it still doesn't do anything for customers. That's one of the main reasons why people still haven't warmed up to the platform. We already have Steam and they have Draw because of the sheer amount of titles available. Epic has very few titles and nothing to differentiate themselves beyond their brand. We might be trying to make a huge debate about Steam versus Epic, but in reality it's not much of a discussion. Steam is established. It might not have as much of a revenue split, but it's got recognition. If your game was going to be released on Steam and the Epic Store, chances are you'd make more sales on Steam, and even if your revenue is less per sale, you're still making more sales. It's still probably in the developer and publisher's best interest to put titles on Steam rather than Epic, or just put them on both. They need to incentivize it more for customers, if they want anything to really change. So at this moment, even if Steam did go for the 88% cut, it'd just have Epic bow out and Steam would continue as is. Next up, during the Persona Super Live concert this week, 2 new Persona games have been revealed. The first big one is Persona 5 The Royal. This is basically what everyone expected it to be, an upgraded version of the current Persona 5. It'll include a new party member, new Untold Semester in the Year, new confidence, and new game features. Much like Persona 4 Golden, it looks like we'll be getting new cutscenes, social events, special moves, and team-up attacks. As this will be releasing on PS4, I imagine there will be an option to download and upgrade for owners of the original release, as well as a new standalone purchase for anyone that missed it the first time around. We'll find out soon enough, as Persona 5 The Royal launches October 31st in Japan, and will release sometime in 2020 for the West. That's not all either, as rumours of a Persona 5 game on Switch have been circulating for a while now, pretty much ever since Joker was revealed as a playable character in Smash. Persona 5S was the next announcement in the Super Live concert, and while it is coming to Switch, it wasn't what we expected. Revealed as Persona 5 Scramble the Phantom Strikers, it's a new Persona 5 game entirely, and is developed by Koei Tecmo and Omega Force, which should ring bells immediately, as this is a Warriors or Musou game, in the same vein as the Dynasty Warriors franchise. Coming to both PlayStation 4 and Switch, Persona 5 Scramble looks stylish and flashy, if a little bit slow. The project is still in development and no release date was given, so there is plenty of time to fix it up. While it may not have been what I was expecting, I am kind of excited. But I do feel bad for anyone that doesn't have a PS4, as they're still missing out on one of my favourite JRPGs of the generation. I have a soft spot for Warriors games, and Omega Force have made some of my absolute favourites, so I'm on board, whenever it may come out. I am still holding out hope for an actual Persona 5 on Switch release at some point, but if we do, I don't expect we'll be hearing anything until after the Royal releases. And that's all the time we have for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and please let us know what you thought of today's topics in the comments below. Until next time, bye!